Hey friends, welcome to the Baker's Dozenth episode of To My Friends. Today I'm going to go a little bit off the rails as usual, but also off script because I just feel like it. That's the only explanation you need. So today I'm feeling good, kind of anxious. The anxiety is starting to settle in just a little bit because school is starting, and also I'm starting to reduce the amount I'm taking of this supplement that makes me feel lifted and loosey-goosey. And then with the intention of getting onto something else in order to make me feel lifted, but not so loosey-goosey, but loosey-goosey a little bit. Loosey enough to be focused at a job. Okay, so because I need something that'll lift me as much as this current substance does and make me loosey-goosey, but not quite as much as this current substance does, because I can't be loosey-goosey at the jobs that I currently have, at least not my day jobs. Okay, but I'm striving to have some type of a job that's not a typical day job where I can be loosey-goosey and silly and be off the cuff and just start talking about random stuff if I want, or singing. I can just start singing and it won't be weird. You ever just meet someone who just starts singing randomly in public? Those people are on a different dimension. And so I want to be like that. I want to be in a different dimension, but I want to be surrounded by a community of people in a work environment. I don't want to just be some lunatic out there floating in space, basically doing nothing and not connecting with anyone. I want to connect with people. So, yeah, I got my chamomile tea here. I'm feeling lifted off of 5 milli vanillis when I've been usually taking 10, 12 and a half, 7 and a half. Then another 5 to 10 at night to help me sleep. But that's without okay, so it's too hot in here already. It's only like 77 degrees outside, I think, but it's fucking hot in here. Okay, so I gotta stay awake, stay alert. But I can also be chill and loosey-goosey because this is my podcast. I want to start with something just to get it off my chest first because it's stressing me out, and it's not that big of a deal. It's just kind of awkward. And I don't know what to do about it. So maybe you guys could help me out with this. It's just so weird because I'm imagining them seeing it. I'm imagining the people I'm about to talk about seeing this and being like, "Oh man, he really thinks that about this." And then I'm like, well, yeah, because I want to be 100% me, and I don't want them to think like that I'm not being 100% me when I'm around them because of the way that I fake laugh when this thing happens, okay? So, and I can cut this out too if I want. It doesn't have to stay in. But in order for me to have a relaxing, peaceful rest of the episode, I have to say this first, okay? Recently, when I've been over at my mom and stepdad's house, their home, it's not a house, it's a whatever. That doesn't matter. I'm over at their place, and I mean, honestly, there's so many things. There's so many things that are making me uncomfortable, but it's fine because it's not like it would make a lot of people uncomfortable. I'm saying it's a niche uncomfortable that this makes me. There's a few things, okay? And I just have to get it off my chest because it's been stressing me out a little bit too. It's been causing some of the
anxiety.
So I think addressing it will help me be relaxed for the rest of this episode and not overheat in this increasingly warming up room. Okay, so we're doing heat management right now. Heat management. That'll be the name of a sequel podcast that I'll have. But anyways, I digress. So, dude, when people say that, it's so cock. I digress. But anyways, I digress. So, it's just so unnecessary. Just go back to the thing you were talking about without saying an extra thing. Just make a jump cut. It's fine to do jump cuts in conversation, especially with my ADHD brain. I don't even really have ADHD. Maybe I do, honestly. My psychiatrist thinks it could just I just have ADHD symptoms because of anxiety, but we'll see. We'll see when I get on the new medication to see if that's the thing. I guess we're just going to do an experiment. And if I go absolutely psycho insane, I'll blame it on everyone, really. I'll probably blame it on everyone if I'm psycho and crazy. Everyone but myself. Because the self energy knows the best. But it's a part of me that would make me upset at another part of me for doing that. And then I'd have a conversation with both of those parts of me as self and self energy. And you guys have no idea what I'm talking about unless you know. And if you know, you know. If you don't, read No Bad Parts by Richard Schwartz. So, and go to therapy. So, what was I saying? All right. Recently, when I've been over at my mom and stepdad's house, I don't know what their relationship is really like. I mean, every relationship has its rough patches or whatever. And I feel like they may or may not have went through one, over the last few years or so. I don't know, or how long that lasts. I have no idea. I don't even know how rough it was. I don't fucking know, and I don't, honestly, it doesn't matter to me. It matters in the way that they get along, and that's it. I don't know what it is specifically is. I don't give a fuck. I just want people to be fucking happy, dude. So anyways, deeper. Okay, so all right. So recently when I've been over there, it just has taken me fucking 4 minutes to get to the fucking point, but dude, I don't give a fuck. Recently when I've been over there, it's like we're having a good time and there's a vibe going on. There's high energy. It's good high energy, right? But everyone knows that with good high energy in a unstable setting sometimes, or maybe it's not unstable. There's something unstable about the high energy, and that high energy can switch real quick. Not to something negatively high energy necessarily, but something that definitely kills a buzz, right? And so what happens is I'll be chatting with my mom, and it's happened on occasion. Okay, I'll be chatting with my mom out in the kitchen. There's a living room, and so there's the kitchen, there's a living room, and then there's the patio. All right, all in like a line. You can see all of them. All right, it's an open layout there, that part. So it's like I'll be having a chat with my mom in the kitchen about something. We're in a conversation, clearly. And then from the patio, he'll yell, "Waitress! Hey, waitress!" So disrespectful. And I'm stealing the disrespectful and deeper things from Chris D'Elia, all right? He says those things, and I thought it was funny. I've been watching him for a really long time. Since I was 12, honestly, probably. So it's like, I feel like honestly, I've been raised more by him than my real dad, 100%, because I met my real dad when I was 20. My grandpa doesn't talk as much as him. He talks the most. He's the man that talks the most into my brain in life since I was 12. So he's basically my dad. Crystalia is my dad, basically. So honestly, I feel like I'm fucking meshed with him sometimes. It's crazy, dude. I want to find and be my own person, dude. And that's, oh, dude, dude, I'm getting tattoos, dude, and it kind of has to do with that. And I feel that made me feel even more excited because, dude, sometimes when I'm thinking about getting tattoos, I'll have so many ideas for tattoos, and then I have an appointment. I set an appointment to get tattoos, and it's October 4th, and I'm excited. And I'm going to get them, and I don't care what anyone else thinks about them because the meaning is just I wouldn't have tattoos if it weren't for these first 3 tattoos. Okay, these first 3 are going to establish such a good foundation for the rest of my tattoos that I'm excited, dude. They don't have to do with anyone but me and my own self-expression, so I know I'm not going to regret them. Now, the place I'm getting them on my body, I might regret a little bit if I'm trying to get a traditional job in a place, because it's going to be, I don't want to, because I might switch the location, but I won't do it. They're going to be on my hands and wrist, okay? But anyways, I digress. So, how did I even get on that? Oh, right. So it's so disrespectful for him to just be like, hey, waitress. I get once. Okay, once. Maybe it's funny, but I can tell she's heard it a lot of times when I'm not there. And she hasn't laughed since I've ever seen it. My mom. And so it's just this awkward silence that happens afterward. And I'm just like, what do I do? I don't know what else to do other than silly laugh. Don't start yelling at each other. Not a, that's funny, Mom, you should laugh. It's more so, that's kind of on the surface what I feel like, but it's more like, this is awkward now. Don't fight. Can we just go back to the high energy, good vibes that we were having immediately before this? Can I just continue the conversation I was having with my mom? I was interrupted enough growing up when I was trying to have a deep conversation with people, and it's not actually happening from the person I'm talking to finally. It's happening from someone else saying, hey, waitress. Okay, so I'd have a fucking manic episode about that real quick because it pisses me off. And I don't think that they'll ever see this, but if they do, then they know my real feelings about it, and I'm spilling my true fucking real goddamn guts about it. And if they have a goddamn problem with it, come talk to me, huh? No, but yeah, do talk to me. Not no, but yeah. But they won't ever watch this, so it's all good. Unless I die tragically somehow, and then they're like, oh, let's collect all of these fun memories. Let's go through his music. Finally, let's listen to his music once he's dead, finally, because now we got to honor him. Well, just listen to it while I'm alive then, dorks. Or watch my podcast while I'm alive then, dorks. Nerds. Fucking dumpster cans. So yeah, that annoyed me quite a bit. And then later at night, last night, this is the weird fucking part, dude. If that wasn't already weird. Oh, dude, you just can't. There's something about it. Oh God, dude. If it was I don't know. I feel like if I was in a family where the mom and dad were together since birth, married, had a good relationship, had a great relationship, in fact, and the dad said something like this, my biological father said something like this, then I'd be like, Dad, come on, gross. But having it be my stepdad saying it, And I love my stepdad. I've known him since I was like, I think 12. And, or maybe younger than that. I don't know. I think I really I think I met him when I was like 12. I don't know. So like, and he's great. He's hilarious. He's funny. And yeah, I love him. So I get that he's trying to be funny. This is the thing. But then also he'll cross the line too much sometimes. He'll be like, so he asked my mom to get a drink for him again last night. Hey, get it yourself. Okay, if I'm gonna ever live with anyone in my house, and I ask them to get something for me, it better be something that they can just grab and they're already in the location of. Not, can you make me a drink and bring it to me? Like, hey, but fucking hey though. Legs. Use them. It's like, respect my mom. Dude, what if I just yelled that? Next time he's like, waitress. And I'm just like, respect my mom. Oh my gosh. It's like, what? That pisses me off so much. And this is honestly probably too dark to release because it's like I'm kind of in that feeling of it. I'm not past that feeling of it. So it's like, I don't know if I could release this, but like also, how do I keep things confidential when I need to get them off my chest? I don't know how to say that in person. Like I can't just put my foot down and be like, hey, that's disrespectful. You shouldn't say that anymore. And it's not funny. I'm not laughing. If I am laughing, it's because it's so fucking awkward after. My mom isn't laughing. She gives you the evil eye every time you say it. Hey, if no one's laughing, who's your audience? Apparently your audience is my audience now, but that's not going to have a good spin on it. Your audience is people who doesn't like it. And that wasn't proper English, but I don't care. I don't know. Your audience is filtered through someone who doesn't like it, I should say. Maybe people in my audience would think that that's funny. You twisted fucks. But anyways, so that's just been bothering me. Something else that bothers me recently is like when I'm going to an event and or it's just a hangout session. Honestly, it's more so when it's a hangout session, not an event. It's more so when a hangout session turns into an event. I don't like that. When I'm just like, when someone asks me, hey, you should come hang out with us. We're going to be doing this and such and such. And I just have it in mind that the us, when they say come hang out with us, is the people that I know who are there, who are going to be there, right? And then I go there and there ends up being at least 2 more people there that I didn't know were going to be there. And possibly that the other people didn't even know were going to be there. I can't tell you how much I fucking hate that. If I need to know how many people are going to be there and how many of those people I know. If I don't know the people that are going to be there, I can at least mentally prepare and be like, okay, let me transform, because I'm a chameleon, into a different color, and then I'll be able to approach them with the mindset of this version of my chameleon self. But if I approach it with a different version of my chameleon self, and I can feel a little bit, and I start to feel a little bit more safe, but then another person is there, then it's like they see me changing colors and I don't, or like stuck in between colors. And that's such a freaking that's crazy. There's a fish that does that. I want to get the tattoo of that fish, dude. But no, there's a fish that does that where it's like in the ocean, of course, it's like there's a fish that's like, in order to mate with the female version of that fish, he'll put on this color that's like attractive or whatever, on all of him, right? But then when he notices other males or something coming, he'll switch and put half of his body as like a defensive, threatening color or side or whatever. And this half, the other half would be the attractive side, and he'll swim in a circle around the female with the attractive side facing the female and the threatening side facing like the male or whatever. That feels like me, except the female in that situation is just like my inner vulnerable, expressive self, I feel like. And then this, so that's like on the inside of me, but on the outside of me, it's a different color. It's like this defensive, not kind of on guard. Maybe honestly, maybe I am a little bit guarded. I've always been told that not always been told, but like by new people, new coworkers or whatever, that I feel, not at recent jobs either, because I felt more comfortable in a workspace, but earlier in my work career, earlier in my work years, when I started working with like other coworkers and stuff, when I wasn't really, they just told me honestly, it was one fucking person, but it feels like a lot of people now that one person speaks up and says it, because then you think that more people think that. But it was just that one person said it one time. But I don't think I'm guarded in like I don't think I'm guarded when I'm around people who make me feel like I can talk with them and they'll listen. They'll listen with all of their energy. With all of their conscious energy anyways. But that happened. I was like, it's Labor Day weekend, so my mom and stepdad are like hanging out, making food, and I'm going over there and hanging out, throwing cornhole, dude. I'm practicing cornhole so much, dude. I'm gonna be a pro, dude. I'm throwing an average of 25. I'm gonna throw 3,000 again this week. All I need is like 500 more throws, and I'll get that done today. So 3,000 throws last week, 3,000 throws this week, dude. I'm 2 weeks on track of becoming a professional cornholer. So I've been going over there and practicing and hanging out with them, watching sports. And it's a good time. It's a good time until he says, waitress! And then it goes back to being a good time. But, Oh, and I didn't even say what he said, dude. I didn't even say what he said yet. Oh, dude, I can't even remember what was said other than what he said. But he was like, ask her to make another drink. And she was like, okay. And then he asked her another question like, is there a blah, 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 blah? And then she was something like, already on it or something like that. And then he was like, that a girl. Oh. Sorry, I just had to swallow my throw up real quick. Hey, her son is 6 feet away from you. She? 60 feet away. if you're too drunk to get up and make your own fucking drink, stop. Who do you know? Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, shoot, dude. But it's all good. It's all good. He's really funny and fun otherwise, and I can see why she's with him. Trying to convince myself. No, for real. Because I don't see the side that's facing, you know? I don't see the other side of the fish, dude. I don't see the other side of the fish. So I don't even know anything. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. We'll never know the other half of the fish. Goodness gracious. Goodness cocksucking gracious, dude. Why can't we all just get along somehow? Can't we all just get along somehow? Better. We are getting along. It's getting along, dude, but that is getting along. Having that tension is getting along. What's not getting along is where there starts to be verbal warfare. When there starts to be shots fired. That's not getting along. No. Getting along is just the okay of a relationship. That is just the it's okay. They get along. They get along well, meaning it's really okay and it's really stable. Doesn't mean that it's great. What is it? What is the next level above getting along? What's that? What does that look like? What is that word? They thrive together? Is that it? They help each other thrive? That would be amazing. I don't want to just get along really well with a wife. I want to make each other thrive. Do you realize how fucking awesome that would be? That'd be like you and your bestie thriving, and you're attracted to each other physically. You thrive career-wise, and you thrive in bed-wise. Imagine just getting along in bed, dude. I had to just quickly block out the thought of them because we were just recently talking about my mom and stepdad, so I don't want to think about that. Imagine like me and Gal Gadot. Imagine we get in bed and we're just getting along in bed. Oh yeah, you want me to put that? You want me to put my fingers there? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You want me to kiss you too? That's kind of a lot, but I guess I'll do that. Yeah. Actually, can you use less tongue though? It's, babe, we've done this before, and you said that it's fine sometimes, and sometimes you don't say it. Yeah, but this time I'm not feeling the tongue this time. Oh, but you seemed like you were, so I just thought I could. But I'm not. So like you're not validating my emotions, and so. But okay, all right. Well, I'm sorry then. I'll just go. I'll do it with no tongue this time. All right. Your lips are kind of dry though, a little bit. Which ones? Oh man. Both of them, to be frank, honestly. But like, it's okay. As long as you're enjoying it. Well, babe, I am enjoying it, but like, it's just that you gotta try harder. You're gonna have to try harder. Well, yeah, but okay, fine. I'll just do it better here. Thanks, babe. Yeah, whatever. Can you give me one now? Yeah, I guess that's how it goes in this relationship. We just kind of have to sacrifice once in a while, but it's like you always have to come in. Sometimes you can't because you get nervous or because you're not in the right mood, and because you're thinking of something else, and it's just because you got other things happening in your life. Well, babe, I'm not really quite looking for a therapy session. I just want to fucking get blown right now. So can you just do that quick? Yes, I guess we can just fucking make you blow your load. Okay, fine. Fucking be satisfied after that, and you'll be fucking. At least you'll fucking take a nap or something. You probably just want to fucking take a nap or fucking go work out or something. Take a shower and not even clean me up, and just grab the towel for yourself and wipe yourself off, and not me. It's fine. Just go do that. Like how you always do. But we're getting along, though. It's all that matters. We're getting along in our marriage. Hey, I'd rather be single forever than have that. Okay? I'll find someone. I'll find people. It doesn't have to be a living together situation. Okay? It doesn't even have to be that. Let alone a marriage, okay? If I'm gonna have someone, they're gonna be my fucking homie, all right? I'm straight. I'm straight. Maybe I would date a they. I don't know, just for fun. Just for fun. I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that serious talk shit. Okay? This is getting weird, but anyways, you get my point of you get my point. So now let's start with the week here. I only have a few days. I got Tuesday, one little thing on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, a little bit, and Sunday. I kind of already went through this, but dude, some of the things, but all right, so Tuesday. I have here, shut up, get off the fucking phone. Guy making calls, plural calls, outside. Hey guy, use the office building you work in directly through the door you came from. Right, I was playing cornhole at my mom and Scott's, and there's a fence that they have, and then on the other side of the fence, it's a picket fence, so you can't really see through it, but it's covered. Well, it's fine. But you can hear through it. And you can kind of see people walking on the other side of it. And there's businesses on the other side of the fence. And there was this guy out there who I assume came from a Tesla, because I only saw a Tesla out there, but there were other cars there, I realized later, but he could have been in the Tesla. He might as well have been in the Tesla because of the way he was talking very businesslike and just loud outside of the fenced area as I'm trying to focus and become a professional cornholer. Okay, so it's distracting me quite a bit. I'm getting very frustrated with it. And he's talking business outside on a cell phone, but you just came from an office building. Be in the office building making your business call. No? I guess be outside. It's a nice day out. I'm fucking fine, dude. I just get pissed off by things that I can't control, and they're things that should be allowed, and that people should definitely be doing. Because get outside, get some fresh air. Why would you want to stay in an office building when you could get outside and take a call with some fresh air, dude? It's the things I get mad at are just they're things that could or should be happening. And I don't know, dude, maybe the conversation, maybe that thing, waitress with my mom and stepdad thing, maybe that makes her feel appreciated somehow, or I don't fucking know, dude. It's really weird, dude. It's really weird. Also on Tuesday, I hung out with some classmate friends from school, and we went to one of her houses, and it's like a fucking mansion out in like really rural land. And it's not a mansion, but it's a huge house, and they got a huge yard. And they got a lake back. It's a lakeside. Dude, it's crazy cool place. And they had like this garden with a bunch of things growing, and one of them was cabbage. And I've never seen cabbage before. It's like in the wild. I've never seen wild cabbage before, because it's like purple. It's like a velvety purple, and I didn't know what it was. And I was like, what is that? She's like, oh, it's cabbage. And so I go up to it, and I'm like, hey, nice to meet you. I'm Zac. You're cabbage? Wow, you look purple and velvety. Can I touch your leaves? And so I asked, can I touch? I don't even know if I asked, could I touch it? I kind of just went for it, because the cabbage seemed inviting to me. It seemed like it was all like, here, you can touch my leaf if you want. It wasn't like, so it was like, like that. So I was like, hey, nice to meet you. I shook its hand. I felt its velvety purple leaf with like dew on it. So it kind of like changed to a even darker purple kind of after I touched it. It was like this holographic velvety purple. It's so beautiful. It was so beautiful. It was so cool, dude. I love it. Dude, my favorite color is velvety cabbage purple, dude. Velvety cabbage purple. That's my favorite color right now. It's bound to change, but that's a fucking dope color. It's like almost translucent, like it's otherworldly, dude. It's crazy. So I just had that. I had to put that down because it was really cool. Wednesday, I think I had the last day of Cornhole League. Thursday, I was working. Ran into my second grade teacher, came into the gym in the fitness center. I hadn't seen her since second grade. Or maybe like a few years after second grade, because of like, I was in the same school still. But that was wild. Like 2004 was how long ago? 11 years? That's more than 21 years ago? 21 years ago, dude? That's crazy. 2004 was 21 years ago. Oh my God. 2004. Elementary school. Getting anxious to go to those weird project fairs where they had the trifold display boards up on the students' desks showing little creations in tissue boxes of different habitats. Getting anxious to go to one of those, let alone do those projects later in my life. That was so weird. Such a weird time. Recess, kickball, dude. Those little hot dog nuggets wrapped up in those little hot dog nuggets, fried hot dog nuggets, whatever those things are, corn dogs. The little bite-sized ones, choking on chicken nuggets. Playing kickball, getting mad, kicking my shoe at the pitcher, knocking him straight in the face from 15 feet away. How did it happen? Crazy. I didn't know my shoe had impeccable aiming like that. Running into a kid's head, getting stitches in my lip. Dissolvable stitches. Makes me think that my face is just permanently distorted. I'd have a different smile if I didn't have that happen to my face. Like this would be a little bit higher. What else? Anyways, it was a long time ago. And of course I recognize her because she's she's a pretty lady, but she's like, I don't know how old she is now. She's probably in her 40s, early maybe 30s. She's like maybe 50, something like that now. I don't know. But I recognized her. She definitely didn't recognize me because I had like hair back then and no beard. My head was like this back then. It was just like, and I stole that kind of a joke too from Crystal Lee. He calls it upside down head when people don't have hair up here and hair down here. It's upside down head. So I had upside down head back then. And, so yeah, it was just weird. Like, cause I'm just at a fitness center. Like I'm 29 in a fitness center. That's my job. And, but I did tell her I'm finishing up college or whatever finally. But like, I felt like a little bit of a disappointment to her. Like she was one of my favorite teachers and I felt like she would have, I don't know. I wish I'd be an astronaut or something. But, I don't know. Imagine being an astronaut. That's crazy. Get to go outside of this world. Oh man, I might never get to do that. That's crazy. There's a high chance. There's a really high chance that I'll never get to go to outer space. I kind of wish that when we die, we just become this body that can go anywhere, like an astral body or whatever. And you can just go and go to different planets and visit different lives in other spaces and stuff. And no one has to know you're there. You don't make any impact because you're dead. You can't make an impact when you're dead. Only the people that you made an impact when you were alive will still be impacted and such. And however it poetically goes. But that'd be cool to just visit other planets, go inside of a black hole. You wouldn't die. You'd just be like, what? But then you would never be able to escape. But then maybe there's like another universe in there because black holes are just so crazy big, but you'd never be able to get back into the universe that you came from. So maybe you die as an astral body too, and then you become an astral body in a different life inside of a black hole. So there's that. Prove me wrong. Bet you can't. Bet you can't prove it wrong that it doesn't happen. Bet you can't. And I was wearing glasses and I felt really autistic because I don't wear glasses and I'm figuring out the shape of the glasses that will look best on me. I have another pair coming in the mail and they look fine on me on the right day or whatever, on the right time. But I don't know. I was just feeling like an extra disappointment. Not that autistic people are disappointing to their people that they look up to or anything, but like, it's more so just that I was so different than she probably didn't even know who I am, but she remembered my grandpa. My grandpa like did something for her on her porch or something, like put something up or put up a lamppost on her porch or something. I don't know what he did. Oh yeah. And then Friday I worked a lot too. And, there was this guy who was like talking to me there and another coworker sort of. I don't really ever see him because we're in different departments, but he was like talking and like mumbling like toward the end of the shift. It was like 9 p.m. and he's like mumbling to me and I keep having to say what? And I'm like, oh, do I have to say it again? Can I just guess what he said? Let me just see if I can get away with guessing what he said and just kind of laughing. Because I have to just guess when I have to laugh, you know? Guess when he said something funny, because those people who mumble a lot too, they're just like, they also like try to be a little bit funny in there. I'm honestly kind of this person, but this is like a hugely exaggerated version of me. Like man, I couldn't think of anything that he said in order for me to give you this example even, because he was mumbling so often. I don't even remember what he was talking about. The only thing I remember hearing him say during our entire interaction was, there's a beer waiting for me at home. Of course. Huh? Of course. You know? So it's like, I don't want to have to say what more than once. But I did, and I do, because I do care. I do care, perhaps too much sometimes. But then sometimes I have here too that I'll be proud of myself when I accurately catch what he said. Like when I catch what he said and I'm like, oh yeah, and I actually like mean the yeah, because I'll be doing yeah when all I heard was like, no, oh. I'm not saying what. There was too many words to repeat. It wasn't like, oh, you wanted me to put this where? It wasn't like, oh, you wanted me to put the what where? It was like, oh, you blah, 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 blah. What the fuck did you say? Every sentence? Hey, what did you say? Every sentence in this conversation? Man, but I guess I'm an asshole either way because I can't be like, you know, I can't be like, what so much? That's an asshole, but I also can't just like fake laugh. Ah, man, that's another fucking pickle of a life situation. What do you guys do in that situation? Put it in the comments. I need help. Help me. Also, what do you do in the situation between my mom and stepdad? What would you say? How would you handle that? I need help here. I need to schedule in there. I just really just need to schedule another therapy appointment. That's really it. Because it's my problems. That's my problems. Apparently it's everything, because everything is just my problems, really. If you really turn everything around, it's really just my problems that I have, you know. I don't have to be in that situation, really. I could be really good at setting boundaries. I could be really good at standing up for people. That's my problems that I'm not. I could be better at those things. So I can't really complain if I'm not really trying. But I'm going to schedule another therapy appointment. And I'm going to consider that trying, and then I'll get to complain again. Yes! Figured that out. So Saturday, I got 5.5 hours of sleep again. Anxiety. So, of course, I'm going to be a cranky boy that day. So I don't know, dude. That was the day I was expecting 0 guests at my mom and stepdad's place. My mom was like, Mom was like, come hang out with us. And I'm like, okay, yeah. Are you expecting any guests? And she says, nope, just me and your stepdad and our friend who's going to help put in the siding for our patio or whatever, insulation. I'm like, oh, cool. So I'm like, oh, cool. That's fine. You told me who's expected to be there. All good. All spanking good. I go there. It's new guy I have met once before, but don't remember meeting before. Except I remembered later on the second day that I was over there and met him again. So it was him, and then it was the neighbor, and I didn't recognize it was the neighbor because I've only seen her one time before. And she's such a sweet lady. So nice. And I'm getting lifted as fuck on an edible. Okay? I'm trying to have a good time, practice cornhole, and just really become a fucking pro at it. I'm telling you, man. So I go there and she's over, and I kind of know her, but it's another person that's over. Oh, okay. And there's like construction happening in the patio, so it's loud and stuff. I'm really fucking cranky and anxiety. And that's just happening, and it's just like so much. And you have this sweet lady inside. Anxiety. And you have the construction. Anxiety. And so you have both. Anxiety. That kind of actually had some harmony to it. Let me play that again. Anxiety. Anxiety. I can't do harmony in one voice. I tried to. Imagine just a vocoder. Anxiety. So she was there. Really took a lot of my energy, dude. I was so proud of myself though. Like I was running on 5.5 hours of sleep, given all of my past sleep history upsettingsnesses. I was like super extra anxious and like, but like I was like, yeah, I was super extra anxious, and it took a lot of energy to muster up to be able to put on a face where I wasn't annoyed with anyone. I was completely annoyed with everyone. Even though I really did want to hang out and have a good time, it's just like, it's just that. It's just when there's something unexpected that happens, I have to be a different person. And it takes so much energy to change my brain cells and chemistry into becoming that different person. A poet, dude. A poet. I did give my mom a slightly annoyed look when she told a bit about how I met her before when I was over at my mom's house and they brought over dinner to her. But I was like, no, that didn't happen. I didn't go along, remember? I didn't say it like that. I was like, no, no, I met her, no. I met her bringing over the swing with Grandpa that one time for her backyard. And I don't know, I could tell my mom was like a little bit kind of frightened by my sternness, but it was okay. It's whatever. She's my mom. She understands that I could be tired or cranky sometimes because she's had to learn to tune into that sense since I was a baby, literally. Am I hungry or tired? And I'm usually always hungry or tired when I'm over there. So I got to be like, I honestly just got to eat and sleep so much in order to be not, dude, I just want to imagine how much energy I could give to people, how much good energy I could give to people if I just slept and ate sufficiently. It's not as hot in here as I thought it was going to get. The sun was just kind of beaming in here a couple hours ago, but I think or an hour or so ago, but it's fine now, I think. Sunday was leg day, but the gym was closed because it's Labor Day weekend. That was yesterday. And so, but it was, I still had to get that work in, dude. And I fucking biked up a steep fucking hill. If I'm going to be real, the hill is probably at that incline. Yeah, that's probably pretty accurate. And then at the top, it kind of like tapers off. It might even be like, it's like that. It's like that. But it's like, it's quite a hill, and it's for quite a while. And I bike up it usually sometimes every, a few weeks apart. Sometimes it is. And I usually like am out of breath and have to sit down on it while I ride. Oh my God, Jesus, how fucking sexual could I have made that? I couldn't have made that any more sexual sounding. I sit down on it while I ride. I go on it for a pretty long time. I ride it all the way up, and then I sit down on it for a really long time. And I sit down on it because I have to catch my breath, and I sit down on it while I ride and catch my breath after the steep incline. But this time I didn't. I stood up the whole time afterwards, all the way to Grandma's house. And then I hopped off that dick. Shit, dude. So that was tough, but it felt good. I was listening to Wiz Khalifa, the old songs of his, dude. And man, are they a vibe to be on while like really on a good groove high by yourself. That's a good vibe, dude. I wish I listened to more Wiz Khalifa while I was high. I can still get really high too if I want, honestly. I don't have to get on this medication that I'm transferring onto, but I got to be able to focus during the meantime while I find a job that's creative for me and that I can be I can't be fucking high at work. I need to be on a gosh darn medication. God, that fucking sucks. Why can't we just be all fucking lit as fuck off weed? Can't we all just be fucking stoners, man? All the world wouldn't get shit done, but at least we'd be living and breathing and have a good time. We'd get food. We'd figure out, dude, we would get motivated. If you really do it right and you take your dosages right, you can feel motivated. I felt motivated to do this podcast after I got high. I did not feel motivated to do the podcast today before I got high. I felt too anxious. I felt like all of these negative thoughts about like, what do people think of me if they were to see my podcast? Why? But then they're taking their time to watch my podcast. So it's your fault for watching my content and keeping on watching it if you don't like it. What are you doing? If you're going to make fun of it, why would you watch something that you're going to make fun of? Watch something that you could laugh with. That'll give you something. Not that it takes away energy for you to make fun of it or something like that. You know what I mean? So it's just like, chill out and relax, man. No one really gives a fuck. No one absolutely really doesn't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I see friends on Instagram and stuff, and, I don't know if I have any friends that I actually cringe at. I don't even have anyone that I cringe at. I honestly think that I don't cringe because I literally just don't give a fuck. Like, whatever. You're on social media. Hey, what the fuck is it? What is social media? If you bring yourself back to a 7-year-old, that innocent childlike brain that we have and that we can tune into, that creative mind where it's like we're innocent, we're having the most fun, honestly, at 7. I feel like 7 was the age when I was like having the most fun. I was the most interested in like Legos. I started biking when I was like 7. I was like driving to a place that was not this city was always exciting, even if it's in the middle of nowhere. If we're just at a lake, that's cool. If I'm hanging out with family just in a different place away from here, this city, that's fun. It's like, that's the best time, man. That's the most fun time. So it's like, dude, tubing, that's so fucking crazy fun. Like inner tubing, like on a boat. Like with a boat, oh my God, that's crazy fun. So what was I saying? If we could just be that way, but with the adult bodies and minds that we know how to take care of ourselves and communicate with other people, dude, it would be so fucking, why isn't it fucking legal? But fucking alcohol is, where it makes fucking people stupid and get into car accidents. Not that you can't being like obliterated high on weed, but you're at least careful. When you're doing alcohol, you just don't give a fuck. You end up not giving a fuck if you do it too often, I should say. If you like drink and drive too often. Not that I've done that. But I would just assume that you get complacent. You think that you can handle more than you can handle, and that's it. Whoopsie. Tragedy happens. But yeah, I was biking back from grandma's house, doing laundry that day and stuff, and listening to Wiz Khalifa, dude. And there was one song that was on. I can't remember what it was. It might have been, oh, shoot. I don't know. Oh, shoot, I'll have to look back in the playlist because it was a good one. It was a really good one. I want to listen to it again, actually. But I was like riding my bike on like a residential street where there were no cars. Oh yeah, this is fun, actually. Okay, we're back after some technical difficulties, but this is fun. So I was riding my bike, listening high as fuck to a Wiz Khalifa song. I can't remember what song it was, but I need to find it. And, right, I imagined I was on like this, what it would be like. I've never taken acid before, but what it would be like to take acid in on this bike ride, because I've heard of that story where like the first person who tried acid or came up with acid, that, LSD, went on a bike ride, and apparently it was amazing. I don't know. And I was wondering what it would be like. And I was like imagining all the fractal pattern videos I've seen on YouTube, and just imagining the trees in the sky just kind of going by me. And I'm just infinitely going into the horizon, and there's just like these fractal patterns just like passing me by like this, and I look up at the sky and they come at me at different dimensions, but it's not at me, it's kind of like through me because it's all around me. And I'm like, this is all around my vision. I'm just kind of like one with everything around me, and it just is like, and I'm only on weed. So it's just, I'm feeling amazing right now. It's like a great high. It's like a great time, dude. Having an amazing time. I'm going slow. I'm chilling. I'm the only person on that road in broad daylight. And a car has been at a stop sign for a few seconds. I'd say a good 5 seconds, looking both ways. And it's like moving slow. And it had stopped. And then I'm keeping on going. I just clock this in my subconscious, really. And I keep on going. And I realize, oh, the car is right there in front of me, actually going through the fucking intersection. I don't have a stop sign. So this fucking old ass man in a goddamn cocksucking convertible just cruising, coasting right by my bike as I'm going a very chill speed. Hey, either go quicker in front of me or wait. So I'm like, and he's looking the other way as though he like didn't see me so that he doesn't have to deal with being like, oh, sorry. Or is like, you know, like whatever, he could have slowed down. Dude, I didn't know what to say. I would have honked if I could have, but I realized I was in a bike. So what came out was, and I didn't make a noise loud enough for him to hear because it was just, but then I did that louder. I don't want to be like startle anyone downstairs, but I did that louder and he turned his head. And I just kept biking. But dude, that made me so mad. I was having the best fucking high-end trip. And just some old fucking wanker. Oh my God. I wish I would have went a little bit faster. Had my bike hit and tuned into my acting skills and pretend I hurt my ankle really bad. Get his license plate, get his information, and sue the fuck out of that old man because he's probably got a shit ton of money. God, dude, and I don't even hate old people. That old man can... Oh, man. Really had to contain that one there. I almost said that old man can get sucked dry by some harlot. I don't even know what a fucking harlot is. That's just the word that came out of my mouth. I have to look up what harlot means. Define harlot. Prostitute. Hey, that works. That's perfect. That's perfect. The last time I think I even heard or thought of the word harlot was... I think when Guitar Hero came out, because I think it was a song in Guitar Hero or something. So that was in like 2007. Some announcements. I'm going to make this is going to be the last episode of this season. There's going to be a new season after the semester happens. By latest, expect one in January. All right. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. This gives you a lot of time to catch up and watch the other 12 episodes so that you got like 3 or 4 months to watch 13 hours. That's like what? 3 hours a month? 3 hours a month? That's 1 hour. Every week and a half. Is that it? How you do it? I don't know. You got a lot of time though. All right? You got a lot of time, so get on it. Otherwise, you're going to be punished. Okay, so Yeah, thank you for watching, and stay tuned on the Instagram, because I might be releasing other content. So stay on the lookout, and I'll let you know. I won't do any of the teaser stuff. It'll just be released. I won't be like, hey, this is gonna be happening in a week or whatever. I'm just gonna release it. I don't want to get anyone's hopes up or let their hopes down or anything. If you just watch it or don't, or listen to it or don't, that's it. It's here. So thank you, and I'll see ya in a few months. Peace. It's hot as fuck.